I have some time to take questions about anything you want, general knowledge. I've pretty much got it all covered. Yeah, sure.
Well, for Fool, you did a lot of research. You went to a lot of Renaissance fairs and everything, did a lot of watching of King Lear. What did you do any further research to write the Serpent of Venice? Like go to more Renaissance fairs?
Actually, there were fewer Renaissance fairs than you made it sound. Sorry, I'm apparently allergic to New York. She asked me, did I do any extensive research for this because I had done so much for Fool. I did a lot of the same thing I did for Fool. I went to Venice twice, but Venice is like Vegas. You can really see it kind of in 4 days. It's different. It's wetter than Vegas, and farther. But really, the part that still exists that was there when I was writing about most of this work, just like Fool, was studying the texts and watching performances on DVD, and if I could get to them live performances, because I need to write Shakespeare by ear, because iambic pentameter comes hard for me. The first, you guys will read the invocation. Another thing I'll be signing on your books is Rise, Muse, wherein the chorus asks, for inspiration from the muse, the same way in the beginning of Henry V. He says, "Oh, for a muse of fire," and it's the writer asking for that inspiration. And I wrote that in iambic pentameter, and it's about maybe 300 words long, and it took me 5 days to write. So I had to write Shakespeare by ear. I had to make it sound Shakespeare-y, but make it easy for a modern American audience to understand. So most of my work was listening to audio performances of Shakespeare and studying these two plays and trying to figure out how to fit 37 named characters in 2 and 3 different locations into one coherent story and add all this other stuff. We have, let me see. I was just going to list you off some of the things that were added into it. You have a cask of Amontillado, you have Othello, you have the Merchant of Venice, you have a Fool, you have a great drooling ninny, you have a monkey named Jeff, you have hats getting monkey shagged, you have corrupt senators, greedy merchants, treachery, revenge, racism, anti-Semitism, a dragon, and penises flying everywhere. It's like Game of Thrones with more Jews. Which is actually what it's like to work in Hollywood, which I'm allowed to say because my wife is Jewish, which is also why we don't have children, because they would just make up holidays on me and then just go, "Oh, it's Rosh Hashanah and we can only eat mac and cheese and play Xbox, Dad," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, sure, that sounds good." I had a lady last night tell me that she for years thought Rosh Hashanah was one of the monsters that fought Godzilla. But I'm sort of an honorary member. I have my Giants yarmulke. For when I'm at the ballpark, it's like I need to be chosen. Anyway, so yes, I read a bunch of stuff.